Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by Just As TV. This review is Baddies episode 7. Let me just start by saying this episode annoyed the shit out of me, and I don't know, this episode annoyed the crap out of me. So I'm gonna just start there. The episode starts off with the entrance of Scarface / E.T. She is a new replacement baddie. So apparently the fans was all up in Natalie's comments because they really thought that Scarface was supposed to be there, that she should be there. They wanted her there. She deserved to be there. So Natalie just combs through all of the contestants and finds the one girl that has an issue with Taseki and Krishan and brings her on the show. Now, tell me, why is that? Is it because you scared and you had beef with them and you want somebody else to beef with them so they could take the heat off of you? Comment down below and let me know, because that's how I feel. I feel like she brought Scarface in purposely to beef with Taseki and Krishan, not knowing that Krishan was leaving, but I think she brought her in purposely to beef with them so that they can take the heat off of her. To be honest, that's a PUSS, you know what, for me. Anyway, so she shows up. Her energy is really... She come in talking about, I slept on a flight. I had a long flight, so I got a lot of energy and I'm ready to go. You just met these girls. Calm down. Like, I mean, I know it's giving Baddies Girls, Baddies TV, whatever the case may be, but you literally just met these girls. You don't even know who has smoked with you, who want to be a friend. You don't know. You're not even giving them enough time to get there, like to develop a real beef with nobody. You just come in and you just like, Rah! And I'm just like, why? Like, you don't have to keep announcing that you about that life. Just be about that life. That's it. You don't have to let everybody know. Anyway, apparently her and Rolly is friends, and Rolly, the moment she walked in, Rolly just switched up on us. And I'm just like, you've been moving funny, but now you like really got the clown mask on, Rolly. Like, you really got the clown mask on, because you've been moving funny, but now you just, this girl showed up and boop, there it goes. We see you with the white face and the, you know, the Joker lips. There you go. I mean, but it is what it is. So they go upstairs and pick rooms after the introduction. Everybody picks their room. Everybody finds out who, if they get in a room with somebody, they chilling for the night. And then they you see them wake up the next day. Natalie, Scarface, Scotty, Mariah Lynn, and Rolly, of course, are in, I think it's Natalie's room, and they discussing what they're going to do for the day. Before they go out, they're gonna do some activities, and because Natalie wants to start incorporating some activities into, you know, their daily whatever. And then you see Sky, Camila, Taseki, T, Anna Mac having a conversation, talking about the introduction of Scarface, if Taseki and Krishan is speaking yet, how T doing, because they know she was sick, and if she's feeling all right. And what happened to Smiley, because all of a sudden Smiley got sick. They have that discussion. So then they cut to the scene where they're all on the bus. Now they're on the bus and they just talking, chit-chatting, chopping it up. And you see Scarface and Rolly whispering in a corner. And I'm just like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all talking about? Clearly y'all talking about somebody on a bus. I mean, but it's all good. You could see it in T's face that she's not feeling good. Like, you could clearly see that she's not feeling good. And anybody who knows, who's ever had the flu, or, you know, the big C9, you could like your body is mad weak, and like you just be out of it sometimes. Your head be muddled, and you just so weak in your body and stuff. So Smiley is sick now, so she's staying out of the activities. And later on the bus, she calls Taseki, and we find out that she had a miscarriage, and she was in a hospital. Everybody's sad, but they all think that she's lying. Literally, Mariah Lynn was like, the lie detector test determined that that's a lie. Camilla was like, they think she's full of crap. And I'm just like, wow, nobody believes her. Everybody thinks she's lying. Everybody thinks she's making up the stories. But because I'm assuming how she rolling for the last couple of episodes. I don't know. I don't know that girl that much. If she said she had a miscarriage, then she had a miscarriage. But geez Louise, I hope she all right. That's all I can say. Sorry to hear that. I hope you're all right. I don't know her to be a liar. I don't know her enough. But, so everybody think that she's lying. So Natalie then asks Scarface, how did she get her name? And like, what's up with, what should they call her? I should say. So she says that they should call her E.T. when she's calm and Scarface when she's pissed off. And like Natalie asking her who she got beef with in the house, but not on the bus. This was when they was in the house. And she was saying that she had beef with Taseki over Krishan and stuff like that. But my whole thing is, you keep saying you about that life. You keep saying you about that smoke, but you come in the house and you ain't say nothing to nobody. You said you about the action, but then in the confessionals, that's when you say you got beef with Taseki. Or in the house, when y'all in that conversation with Natalie, you say you got beef with Taseki. But it doesn't seem like you do. When you came in the house, you didn't set it on her. You didn't do nothing to her. Like, none of that came about. So I'm not understanding what's that? What is that about? Then we get to a little bit down the lines, and you're like, oh yeah, I had a discussion, y'all kind of squashed it, but yeah, you come with the animosity towards her. And I don't think Taseki's even thinking about you. I think she got her good eye on you, because any smart person who know they have beef with somebody and then they end up in the house with them gonna keep a good eye on that person. It is what it is, because that's what I would do, that's for sure. But she's not even thinking about you, and I'm just being honest. In my opinion, she watching you, because she watching how you move, just to make sure you don't do no funny business to her. But I don't think she really think about you. I think she just trying to take an experience right now. I mean, but people are gonna be people. Either way it goes. She said she all about positivity, but I don't get that from you, ma'am. When you came in the house, you came in on 10. You walking around the house, you come in like rah. And so I don't think that you all about positivity. I think you showboating for the show. Not saying that you're not about that life, but I just think that you're doing too much for the show. Then you talking about you all about respect, but you're not even allowing you're not allowing friendships to form. You just already on go, and it's not necessary yet. Not yet. Be on go when it needs to happen. This is what I'm trying to explain to them. They all just feel like they got to be on go and they got to be on rah-rah all the time. You really don't. You just really got to be about that life when it's time. Like, because the opportunity will present itself. So then let's see what you about then. Like, move in silence. That's a thing. So then Rolly is in the confessionals, and she says, so because everybody's noticing that T's energy is off, and she is like low, but that is a sign of somebody being sick. You can see it in her face that she's still sick. So Rolly says, it's pretty messed up that you would put yourself, your body or your life in danger to be on a show, talking about Smiley and her situation. And my whole thing is, weren't you the girl who filmed her BBL on Instagram without any anesthesia? Make it make sense. Is that her, or is it somebody else? Am I missing something? Is this the same hypocrite or not? Comment down below and let me know. She was literally filming her BBL. I mean, you could be unalived during that procedure, especially without any anesthesia. because you couldn't lose the weight and no doctor would do it for you, but you filmed it on live and you say it's messed up that you would put your body and your life in danger to be on the show. All right, girl, I see you. So now they get to the go-kart place. And, they get to the place. They're going over the rules. They get their masks. They form their teams. They standing around and have a good time. Team 1 is, of course, Natalie, Rolly, Mariah, Scarface, and Scotty. The Get Along Gang. Team 2 is Taseki, Animag, T, Sky, and Camilla. The Cool Crew. I'm going to just call it how it is because literally I see Taseki, Animag, Sky, and Camilla up and down TikTok making mad funny TikTok reels, dancing, and having a good time. The Get Along Gang is just the aggressive crew for no reason. They just the angry girls for no reason. Whereas these girls is chilling and having fun and having a good time. You tell me who the problem is. Comment down below. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, my eyes are telling me one thing, but I could be missing something. So then people again start picking up on T's mood. Natalie talking about how she got an attitude, and I'm just like, ma'am, this girl was sick for like 3 days, she said. She said she was literally singing to the porcelain gods from both ends. Both ends. She was praying to the porcelain gods. Both ends. I've had the flu. Last year, I had the flu 4 times. I was so jacked up last year. I know how it feels to literally be dragging. Even the days when I was recovering, my body was still, my arms, everything still felt heavy. I was miserable still, and I was not even sick no more. Weeks after I had gotten sick, I was so tired and run down. So I could imagine how she felt. Literally, she was just trying to participate and do her job, and they wasn't allowing it. So I just feel like this shit was set up by them, the Get Along Gang, from the jump. I literally, because, so for the 3 episodes prior to this, Rolly was in her confessional talking about she got to keep her eye on T because she feels some kind of way. She got a big mouth, right? So now that Scarface is here, she's like, oh my gosh, I got somebody small enough to actually run after her. Because your big ass ain't running nowhere. Then Scotty feels some kind of way still, but I'm just like, Scotty, go sit down somewhere. Your beef is old and it's whack. And if you can't fight her head on, then I think you need to leave it alone, your big goofy ass. Then Scarface and T, because Rolly talking about, well, if you sick, you shouldn't be here. Natalie threw the rock and hit her hand. She literally dropped the bomb and was like, this girl got an attitude, telling everybody, blah, 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 blah. And that shit kind of like, spearheaded everything. She threw that rock and hit her hand so fast, you would have never even noticed it. Because she let everybody else do her work, and she literally stood back and played devil's advocate. And I was just like, no, she was literally playing good cop, bad cop. So she was the good cop, while everybody else was being a bad cop, knowing that she's the one who threw the rock. You whack for that. You stirred the pot. You started it. And then you just slid to the back like, oh my gosh, I'm a super saver hoe right now. I was so agitated watching this whole scene play out. You could clearly tell that girl was sick. They should have just left her alone and let her be. But then here we go. She talking to Rolly trying to start some mess. Then they eyeballing each other. But then here come Scarface trying to make a scene and get into it, and just start staring her down and was like, oh, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. And then they start fighting. Scarface was getting the best of her, but T was still holding her own. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, why though? Why? She really wasn't even talking to you, nor was she looking at you. She was literally talking to Rolly. Then here come Natalie playing good cop, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to get to the bottom of stuff. And I'm just like, you're the one who put the battery in all of their bags. I seen you over there talking to Scotty, asking Scotty, what's up with y'all beef? Her and T. And then T still arguing with Scarface. Here comes Scotty sneaking her. You can't fight her head on, Scotty. You are whack. You're corny. Talking about, oh, in the confessional, she's talking about, oh, when it's beef, it's beef. I'ma handle that. Da, da, da. This season, I'm about it. Girl, sit down. You look like a fool. You look like a fool. Anna Mac beat you up. And if you would have fought T straight up to the face, T would have beat you up. Especially judging from the way she was hitting Scarface back, she would have beat you up too. So you would have got beat up twice. Like, go sit down somewhere. You look like a fool. You letting Natalie put a battery in your back for a paycheck, and you're whack for that. I don't care what nobody says. Scotty is whack. Then she's still arguing. Then she starts arguing with Rolly. Rolly want to fight her. Girl, go sit down too. You don't have no basis. You talking about she mad at Scotty and she taking it out on everybody else. That girl wasn't saying nothing to nobody. She was standing there being a sick person as she was, just trying to chill out and get the game started. Y'all the ones y'all put the target on her. Y'all are all whack. Rolly, you whack because you think this is your show. Talking about, oh, give me her game card. Your game card is revoked. I want her out of here. Like, who are you? Who are you, miss? And when did your name become Natalie? I told y'all the last review that I did that she is mad different, and she don't even understand. If the fans that see that you mad different, those are the ones that built you up. They're gonna be the same ones that tear you down. But you'll see after the fact. You're gonna realize it after the fact, because now nobody likes you because you were whack for doing that to T. All three of y'all. Scarface was whack for doing that. Scotty was whack for doing that. Rolly was whack for doing that. Natalie was whack for throwing the rock and hiding her hand. Y'all whack. Y'all, they been telling y'all that girl was sick, and y'all chose this opportunity to jump on her. Y'all whack for that. Y'all, none of y'all get cool points from me. Like, none of y'all. That whole scene pissed me off. Talking about, oh, I'm all about respect. I'm all about respect. But you didn't come there with that attitude. You didn't come there giving other people respect. How you going to ask for respect and you're not giving other people respect? It makes no sense. I feel like they had it planned. I was disappointed in Mariah Lynn because Mariah Lynn was neutral when she first got there. And I like Mariah Lynn, and I pay attention to Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn was co-signing the dumb shit that they was doing the whole time they was in that go-kart race. And I'm disappointed in Mariah Lynn. But those are the same chicks that's going to put a battery in your back and get you beat up by Smiley. Dummy. Just dumb. Just dumb. That fight between T and Rolly, T was going to hold her own, but you know she was sick. So you don't get no cool points for that with your big ass. Go sit down somewhere. Y'all whack for that. I'm kind of mad that I even have to do this review. I'm really pissed off that I got to do this review because I'm mad at how y'all handled that situation. Natalie should have shut up and let that girl go sit down somewhere and be sick. Y'all knew she was sick the whole time. T, I feel like you should just leave the show. I wouldn't even come to the reunion if I was you. I wouldn't even come to the reunion if I was you, because you know, because of all the backlash they're going to get from this episode, they're going to try to get at you at the reunion. And I don't feel like you deserved any of that. I don't think, regardless of what you said, what came out your mouth, I don't even care. I know, I could see that you were sick. I don't think that she deserved to be handled that way. I feel like Scarface, you whack, because if you have a beef with Taseki and nobody knows about it, but then when she not around, that's when you say it, and then y'all playing on her name, like, y'all whack for that shit. Do that shit in her face. Like, do it in her face. Don't do it behind her back. And at the end of the day, she's still gonna look back and see see the confessionals and see all of that stuff. So then y'all answer for it. Like, say it to her face. Anyway, the episode goes off with T walking out of, she walking out with Natalie because she said she's gonna leave. I agree. I think you should just leave at this point, because one, you sick, two, they was whack for doing that. But we're gonna see moving forward. Next scene they cut to a scene and they show that a bunch of new girls is coming in, and I think this was Sukiyana come in, and a girl with Sukiyana come in. She worked Rolly, and I'm here for it. I want to see her work Rolly because I'm tired of her. I don't like her this season. I don't like her attitude. I don't like she feel like her head is too big. Girl, that little girl, what's her name, beat you up last episode. And you big, and she beat you up more than once. Like, girl, get out of here. Go sit down somewhere. Y'all annoyed me this episode. I'm just super annoyed. Anyway, comment down below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all think that the way they handled that situation with T was right or wrong. Let me know. Whatever your comment is, however you feel, put it in the comments down below and let me know.